Hi there, my name's Tawana Amen, and I'm the director of Broward County Right to Life, and I also lead a ministry called Guard Your Heart for Women and Teens. And today I want to come to you to talk about the 4 questions that literally changed my life. Why, you ask? Because I was on a cycle of having bad relationships, and I didn't know the difference. I really didn't understand how to have a healthy relationship. But in one of the relationships, I really prayed to God and asked Him for help. I was a Christian, I wasn't going to church, wasn't really living for Him, but I wanted to. I wanted to seek Him. So I asked Him, Lord, if this relationship isn't the right one, then show me. Now you would think, because there had been sexual immorality, because the relationship wasn't built on Christ, He wasn't the center, He wasn't the focus, I would have known, but I really wasn't close to the Lord, so I wasn't a mature Christian. So I didn't know how to break free. I didn't know how to walk away. I didn't know how to say no. So I prayed, Lord God, if it's not your will for me to be in this relationship, show me. Well, within a few days, I was at church and a pastor came into my life and he said, how you doing? And I said, well, I've been praying about direction on what to do in a relationship. He said, come into my office. I've got some questions for you. I thought, wow, that's fast, Lord. 2 days ago, asked for help. Here He is. Good. So I'm excited. I'm actually encouraged because God's answering my prayer. So I sit down and the pastor says, okay, 4 questions. First one, does he love Jesus? Love is such a strong word. I mean, does the like count? Nope. Love, put God first. Mark 12:30, love Him with all your heart, with all your soul. We're not perfect, but they've got to be moving in His direction. No, that's a no. Question number 2. Does he read the word and not just read it, but do it? Let me see. No, he doesn't really care about the word. I direct him to the word. I read the word to him. No. Sorry, that doesn't count. Okay, so no 2. Third question, does he pray to God? Does he seek God for direction in his life, for his relationships, for his job, for his finances? Is he seeking after the Lord each day? Nope, another no. 3 no's. Fourth question, does he go to church? Does he serve? Does he care about the lost? The lost? If he thought somebody was lost, he'd go find them. He doesn't know what lost means. 4 no's. The pastor says, I got a message for you today. And I could tell by the serious look on his face, it wasn't a good one, at least to me. And the pastor said, you know what? You've been living for yourself for a long time, and this man has been an idol in your life. Idol? I didn't think he was an idol. Yeah, you know why he said he was an idol? Because he was the center. The guy was my focus. The guy was the one I was living for. And the pastor said, Christ has to be your center. He's got to be your rock. So, you have to choose today who you'll serve. You have to either follow God or go back to the relationship. Why can't I have both? I mean, a lot of people do. No. If you're going to live for God, you got to make sure you're putting Him first. You got to say goodbye to the relationship. But wait a minute. He needs the Lord. I need to save him. You've heard of missionary dating, right? I mean, I need to tell him about Jesus so he'll get saved too. Pastor said, nope, it's not your responsibility. You're not the one that's going to save him. You need to focus on Christ and putting Him first. God will lead him in the direction He wants him to go, but you're not responsible for him. You need to break free so that you can learn to put Christ first and make Him the priority. But I'm doing that. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to be alone. And see, the pastor was teaching me something. I needed to trust God. It was like free falling. It was like jumping off and going, what's going to happen next? Because see, I'd always had relationships to fall back on. See, if I was getting ready to get out of one relationship, I'd make sure that I had another one ready, waiting in the wings, because I didn't want to be alone. And see, the Lord was teaching me that no more of that. You got to trust in me. You got to focus on me. I've got to be your foundation. I didn't understand what that meant. So the pastor said, you got to say goodbye. Goodbye? I don't really want to say goodbye. And if I do, he'll beg me to stay. And if he begs me to stay, I won't be able to leave. I can't say goodbye. Then you're going to have to send him a letter. A letter? Oh my gosh. A dear blank letter? That's cruel. I thought that was inhumane. He goes, nope. If you can't tell him goodbye, if you can't say it, you got to write it. So he helped me. I wrote the letter, and then I went into the pastor's office, and he helped me edit it. You know how he edited it? Well, here's what I wrote. Maybe one day we can get back together. Maybe one day God will bring our paths together so that we can move forward and be together in the end. Maybe things will work out. So what did the pastor do? He redlined all those things. And you know what he said? Goodbye. I wish you the best. Hope all is well. Tawana. Sounded cruel. How could he just cut it like that? And he said, you know why? You don't want to give him any hope. You don't want to lead him on. You need to break free to him. You need to put him first. Christ first, not him. Your world has revolved around this person for a very long time. Now your focus needs to be on the Lord. So I did. I broke up. It was hard. It was painful. He came looking for me. And I mean looking for me. He sent me cards and flowers and roses. In fact, if he had done that during the time we were together, I might not have broken up with him. But thank God, God was bringing me to a place where he wanted me to break free so I could put him first. And you know what? I thought to myself, oh, yay, Lord, now that person's going to come along, right? Well, 1 year goes by. I'm starting to sweat. I'm actually out in the sun today, so I am sweating. But I was really starting to get nervous. Year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 7 years. It's a long time. I have women, when I'm teaching in the class, I'll say, God didn't bring me my husband for 7 years. Oh my gosh. I mean, I almost thought one woman was going to pass out. It seemed like forever. Yeah. When you want to be in a relationship, it does seem like forever. But you know what? One of the things I remembered is I didn't want to get into another relationship where I got hurt again. I didn't want to be used and abused. I didn't want to be lied to. I wanted someone who was going to put Christ first. I wanted someone who was going to make him the priority, make him the center, lead the family. I wanted someone who understood that purity mattered, that purity makes a difference, that righteousness is what it's all about in God's book. And we're not perfect, we're all sinners, but God is redeeming us, he is transforming us. And so God helped me to make that break. And as I did it, my life's never been the same. And that guy did come along. And you know what? Some people won't be married. God might not have that in your life. But you know what? If it isn't meant to be for you, he will give you the grace and the strength and the peace. And if it is his will for you to be married, in his time, he'll bring you the right one, and you'll know, because there won't be any doubt. He can give you wisdom and discernment. He can help you know. You will pray for those red flags, warning signs, and roadblocks, and he will put them up because he's faithful. And you'll have to see those warning signs when they come up. You'll have to know that God is protecting you because the person is not honoring his word and doing it. God will give you the wisdom and the ability to see. And let me say, God has brought me into ministry through that break. God has done such amazing things in my life. He's doing a new thing in yours. Believe that he wants to do great things in and through you. If you're in a relationship with someone or you've got something going on and it's interfering in your walk with the Lord, he can't use you as mightily. And until you make that break, until you make that sacrifice for him, you're not going to see what he wants to do in your life. But let me tell you something. As I've seen in my past, I do not regret that pastor coming in, and I'm very thankful that when he told me it was time to go, I left. When he told me that God had something better, I believed him. When he said that if the Lord wanted me married, that it'd be with someone that was a leader, someone who loved Jesus. I'm so grateful for what God's done in my life, and he's good, he's faithful, and he wants to do that in yours as well. So believe, pray for the strength and the ability to break free. Pray for the strength and the ability to say goodbye to the things of the past, to say goodbye to unhealthy, ungodly relationships, because trust me, he will never let you down. He'll never disappoint you. He has great things planned for you. Trust him, believe that. So I pray this message today has helped you and encouraged you. If you want to check me out on the web, go to www.guardyourheart.net. That's www.guardyourheart.net to find me, to see the video, to check out the audio, and to connect with me. So I hope to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.